line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up. Finger to the sky and a green light shining bright. The only thing I have in mind is the finish line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back here to PTM Racing TV, where we're live here tonight at Lanier National Speedway, where tonight the drivers of PTM Dirt Series will do battle and lock horns at Lanier one last time in Season 4. Hi again, everyone. I am Christian Crusader Shriver. Welcome back to the show, as always, as we're getting ready to get this bad boy up on the run here. Let's take a look tonight at our Grid Finder Tech Talk. This track, very smooth in its rich corners. The bottom line, one way to run it hard. The middle and high side, where you want to play it out. The temperatures tonight looking pretty solid, pretty good on the wind as we get ready for our first heat. Heat number 1 now setting up onto the track. We are getting ready here, a little bit behind on the delay. But Matthew Hoffer from the 84 will rock him out there with the 00 Derek Pope on his outside. Right number 2 Chantel Throttle Apollo on the 5 to her outside. The 51 Eric Gant. And your final starter is Landon McKenzie in the 22 as a driver situated him out of turn 4. Green flag is out. We're under race. Right out of the gate here, Landon McKenzie, a little bit of a bobble there and having a little bit of troubles as he gets around back in turn 3 and 4. Eric Gant hot on the throttle, trying to stay in line there. The 5 of Chantel smooth off the corner, but can't quite get around Gant. The 00 now, Derek Pope leads off the charge, trying to stay in line. Matthew Hofford having the race lead here. Whoa! Gant getting a little bit there in the 00. Pope, it looks like maybe might have Pope might have dropped down quickly on him there. Couldn't quite tell from that angle. As they bring it around one more out of turn 1 and 2. Here the 5 of Chantel already hot on the trail there. The 51 making a big move on the outside. That MR Customs 51. Eric trying to hold his line in the middle side. You can see that black turf there. That track is burnt up a little bit. It's hurting them more than they realize. All about throttle rhythm and throttle control as these drivers lead in. Chantel Powell trying to get the Powell's Racing number 5 Green Vec Energy Machine up front here at Burnley in third as we go on board with her. I did not stutter when I say that. She has a little bit of a streaming service now going on her end. Check it out. It's called Powell's Racing. Obviously a little bit of a pwn on the Puddles Raps gig, so if you guys want to check it out, it's definitely going to be some good content coming, and she says there's a webcam coming as well, so I guess be ready for that here. And Derek Pope in the 00 trying to hang down the bottom line, though. Matthew Hoffer managing to hold him off on the outside. Ever since that new tire update, it seems like you had two versions of this track. You had one where it burns up really bad in the middle and you have no grip, and then you have one where the bottom and the outside line actually work out favorably. We'll see if that turns out to be the case later on here. Right now, as currently still Matthew Hoffer hot on the trails, trying to get himself back to victory lane, a place he has not been in quite some time, with Derek Pope leading in the charge. Hot on the heels, here comes Pope inside line. Hoffer trying to get him up on the outside, a little bit more of a push and ground. Laps are winding down. Final 3 laps, Derek Pope doing everything he can to hang in there. Hoffer is a madman, though. He is running that outside line with the best of them, charging all he can, giving it everything he's got. As we're down to 2 to go, green flag flies high in the air. The 5 of Chantel keeping ahead there of Eric Gann, but really the battle is up front, if you will. Hoffer just slinging the dirt high above. Throttle rhythm key, white flag is out. Pope trying to go to the inside, making the run. He looks for the slider. There's no grip down there. He can't get it to push. Now Hoffer with the run there on the back straightaway. He'll lead it in down to turn 3 and 4. It's all Matthew Hoffer, D84. Green Grid Finder, Battle of Metal Racing League. Going Stop Shop, Owls Wraps. 84 takes it to the winner's circle in heat number 1. Strong start for Hoffer. Hoffy off to a pretty good start there, to say the least here. We'll see if he can continue the momentum as we continue on. Here is our Grid Finder Heat 1 number results. Matthew Hoffer wins it. Second going to Derek Pope. Third to Chantel Throttle Pottle. Fourth to Eric Gann. And then fifth to Landon McKenzie to round out heat number 2. Now the staging begins for these drivers as we now settle them up, settle them down. This is how we're looking at it here on the pole. Dustin, Sonik, or Sparky in the 66 will have the gun. It is outside. The Crusader himself in the 14. His brother's Thunderbird. Row number 2, it's James Ellington in the 17 and the 34, and then at last the 65 of Cody Scott. James Ellington making his television debut here. We'll see if he's going to have a little bit of a runner or go around here. And I'm getting word also right now, you may have noticed the red tires on that 14. Usually they're supposed to be black. I got word that Crusader told me a minute ago that, well, he said it was supposed to have been black. Problem is they took the body frame off of his Carlisle Wildcat and they forgot to switch the tires out. So he told his brother sorry, but it doesn't look exactly like his old ride. He's like, well, you better drive that thing to victory lane then and I won't kill you for it, is what he told him. So oh man, it's always a good laugh with those guys when they come to town. But alright, we're getting ready to go on to the stage here. Get this one ready to go here. Green flag flies on out. We're underway. Hot on the bottom here goes Sonaker, a little bit of a bobble there, can't quite hold it in the run, and the 14 just doghounds him, and James getting right into the rear end of the 14. Oh, Cody Scott sees his opportunity, big move there, and the 14 just driving like a madman to get in there. The 65 of Cody Scott, though, is your race leader. Sonaker takes it to the outside, looking in, making a hard charge there. James a little damage there on the corner. I don't know where that 14 is running right now, but apparently he's driving like a redneck out of Georgia because he's just smacking around the 66 of Sonaker. The poor guy can't catch a break, for goodness sake. Hard on the trail, 3 wide, slewed out of turn 2. The 14, 34, and 65 involved in that one there, right in the middle ground. Interesting strategy there. I'm not sure, maybe that was what the 14 had in mind. You don't want to necessarily run there too often. But it seems like he's getting the front end to get a little bit of kick off that bottom line. It seems to be holding up. But Sonaker is still right there with them, falling back slightly. James Ellington, 34, trying to make something work. You see the car is struggling a slight bit, though. He needs a little bit of help. Cody Scott on the outside line now, making a big run there around the 14. That 65 EI machine is not done yet. Slider up, driven up by the 14. 65 goes down low. Whoa, he is slinging that thing straight right, catfishing that thing like no tomorrow. How is that thing even holding? I don't have the foggiest idea, but it's working. The onboard camera here with James Ellington and that 34 machine. As the 65 of Cody Scott still holds on. The 14 of Shriver trying to hang on, get something going. Looks like James might be having a little bit of problem down there holding that line in. It's getting slicker than it gets out there, so you got to be careful. We'll see if that works out okay for him right now as that black beat 66 of Sonaker now looks to the inside of Ellington. Ellington trying to hold him off, maybe get a run there. Bottom line sneaking in. Will the 66 get the charge on of him? Not this time by 3 laps remain. Dustin trying to go off his old habit of running where he knows the line works and where to go instead of trying to take a risk. And it seems like everyone's now going to the outside and a commanding lead now for the 14 as the 65 tries to get up there with him. James trying to get right with the 65 now. You can see Cody Scott having a little bit of company there coming up on his door. James is firing on all cylinders, trying to make it quick and make it run hard. I'm surprised right now he hasn't made that jump yet as the white flag comes out. One more time by the Crusader will run hard off at the backstretch, lead him in and out of turn 3 into 4. Maybe trying to get a little something figured out for the feature because he's going to the heat number 2 winner's circle. But how long will that last him will be the question. Cody Scott close second, third with James Ellington and Justin Sonaker rounding out the top 4. As we now bring you the Grid Finder Heat 2 results. As you said before, Shriver wins this one. Second to Cody Scott. Third, James Ellington. Fourth to Dustin Sonaker. And that is your final set of the heats. Now the A main is coming up. But first, a little word from our sponsors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's race couldn't be brought to you without the help and support of our good friends over at McConey Setup Shop. When you guys need the best and baddest setups around, there's only one way to go, and that was McConey Setup Shop. Be sure to look them up on their social media platforms and also check out their website, McConeySetupShop.com, to find the next setup right for your next race. By Puddles Wraps. Most affordable designer on the market, and also if you want to make your car or vehicle truck match your style on the track, there's no better way than to go with Puddles Wraps. And by Grid Finder. If you need to find your if you need to find a league, filter your search by race day, geographical region, gaming platform, racing sim, and car class. If you got a broadcaster, live designer in mind, you search Grid Finder, the home of online racing.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. There's a reason that McConey Setup Shop is trusted by more virtual and real-world tracks and companies than any other setup shop in iRacing. With partners such as Stafford Motor Speedway, the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, Five Flag Speedway, Speed 51, and more. When you want something done right, you go to the experts at McConey Setup Shop.
With setups available for most series on both asphalt and dirt, built by a team of professional builders consisting of some of the top talents on the service, McConey Setup Shop LLC has what you need to hit the track with confidence. Head over to McConeySetupShop.com and learn why McConey Setup Shop is the official setup shop of Richmond Raceway Esports and is partnered with some of the largest names in virtual and real racing.
And remember, at McConey Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has set upon our drivers. The time has come for your main event of the evening. Now, let's get down to business. Your track star lineup in the grid finder gridding order here. Line them up into position on the pole. It will be Matthew Hoffert in the 84 to his outside. The Crusader in the 14. Row number 2, Derek Pope in the 00 to his outside. It will be the 65 of Eric Gann. Excuse me, Cody Scott. Row number 3 is going to be the 5 of Chantel Throttle Bottler outside. It's going to be James Ellington in the 34. Then it'll be Eric Gann there in the 51 for real this time. On his outside, Dustin Sonaker in the 66. Landon McKenzie in the 22 rounds out your field. Race fans, this is the time, this is the place. It's a main event time for the Maconie Setup Shop Grid Finder Paul's Wraps PTM Dirt Stock Series Racing. They're coming to you from Lanyard Dirt. They brought you the show, they brought you the glory. Now they want to show you what they're made of on this main event evening. There are only 2 races left. And you're probably also wondering, but judging by the content of the title, there's 2 drivers that are looking to cement their name into the season championship holder. That's the Crusader in the 14 and then the 00 Derek Pope. Shriver needs to win here tonight to have any chance to take down Derek Pope in the big event coming up next week. We're going to the green flag here. We're off and running. Off the line through the chicane, Hoffert already outside, trying to sneak in the shower. Here comes Crusader. He's already going for broke, going right in the middle. 3 wide, salute between the 3. And Pope making a big run and a big charge there. The 5 of Chantel Bottle right in between there, starting to open the gap a little bit. They continue the 3 wide salute. Hoffert had nowhere to go. The outside line not breaking down the way he wants it to just yet. He'll have to work at it a little bit more as time goes on. 3 wide still now. The 5 of Chantel charging the way. Some big moves here already from these drivers. Some major moves and implications being done. The 5 still trying to search for a first win of the career in the season here. It's Shriver trying to get what he did at Knoxville done again and become a back-to-back winner and possibly have a shot at defeating Derek Pope in the season championship holder. Pope trying to cement his name in PTM history and become only the 4th season champion in the series and in the world of racing. Right now, he's doing a pretty good job holding on to that, battling hard here. He's having to hold on 2 heavy hitters as Pottle and Shriver continue to lay down the lumber, but there's problems for James Ellington. Caution is out. Caution is out. And just like that, when you think things get a little hectic, a little crazy, well, they definitely get a little hectic. They definitely get a little bit more hectic and crazy around here. Let's take a look at the PTM Instant Replay, find out what happened here with James here. The PTM Instant Replay brought to you by Grid Finder, McCoy Stop Shop. Paul's Wraps is now up here. Let's find out what happened to the 34 of James. Looks like Landon might have got a little too loose there out of turn 4 and ends up tagging the 34. Both drivers go for a little tumble, fumble, and a spin. That cost him dearly there as the caution comes out for the first time tonight. They will line them back up into position here, get ready to go here as we settle the pace down in again. Drivers are already getting ready to grid up. I didn't even have time to catch back up with them here. Still under caution here. The green flag flies out though. You see it coming up on your screen now on the right start. Derek Pope has the advantage. To the bottom line goes the Crusader. That might be the spot he needs to work at to get around Pope to the inside. The 14 strong on the bottom, hard on the shot. Here comes that Thunderbird. That bad boy's going for a ride. The Ankeny Sanitation Thunderbird trying to make it ahead of that 00 of Derek Pope's machine. While the 5 of Chantel Bottles Green Tech Energy trying to lead in and show what Bottles Racing is all about. Hard on the maneuver there in the middle section here. Pope and Bottle continue to go at it. Meanwhile, right behind him, despite the troubles for James Ellington and Cody Scott, they are seemingly still with it. Eric Gann trying to hold him on. Gann still searching for his first career win here on PTM Racing TV and on the PTM Dirt Series. Going to be interesting to see if he can do it here. Offer right now on the outside line, managing a pretty good run there, making a big spot in between. Cody Scott following in line while Dustin Sodaker leads from the back into the charge. Pope staying at the bottom. The 5 of Chantel trying to run more of that middle side. And you can see Crusader just trying to do multiple angles and multiple runs. We'll go on board with him. Oh, he is just slinging that thing straight right and making it work. That is what you call hard racing on his end. But the difference is that once that track slicks up, will he be able to hold out of that later on? That's the question. Pope is going to have to hold into it pretty good here and try to get something going for that still. And now looking like he's got a bit of a run coming up. He's starting to push hard into the throttle here. See a little bit sporadic maneuvers though on that wheel. I'm not sure if maybe he's running a controller or if he's trying to run an actual wheel around there. Whoa, hold on a minute. We got problems down there. We got problems. Caution's coming out here. We got a caution. Dustin Sloanaker and Landon McKenzie involved in this one. Well, we'll take a look at the PTM replay and find out what the heck happened here exactly. It's hard to say what exactly transpired here. We do see that Landon is up on the reverb there of the wall. See right here, Landon yet again gets loose. Sloanaker kind of tags him, and then see the rear end drives up on the 22, and he gets stuck up there. I got it back down though. Pretty impressive stuff there from his end. And that was your PTM instant replay. So the drivers will settle back down, get this run back in. Caution lights are still on here on the drivers. Next time around, they should be going green flag racing here as we bring it back to the live feed. So right now, things looking pretty strong to say the least here for the Crusader. But Chantel is not out of this one yet, neither is Derek Pope. Derek can cement his name and legacy and finish this out. He's been trying to do it for a while now. Can he get it done here as they lead it off out of turn 4, waiting for the green flag? There it is. They're on the start. Here we go. Pope didn't even look like he got off the line there. Whoa, it's picking, not getting off the line. Ellington and Landon just getting right into it there a little bit on the corners. They managed to hold tough, hang by there. We'll see if they can hold it out just a little longer here. The 5 now on the outside line, making a big run there. Here comes Derek Pope on the 00 bottom line, looking in. Eric Gann trying to get a little bit of a shot or two. He's been hard and working hard on the racing momentum here. And producers, for crying out loud, get that yellow bar off already. You know better. There we go. Thank you. The throttle, Pottle still giving her everything she's got, trying to hang there with that 00 Derek Pope. Pope is doing a pretty good job there on the outside looking in. I'm pretty surprised that he's managed to hold on so well, but I'm still trying to figure out how the hell the Crusader is still getting the runs he's carrying. If you want to figure out how to run this track, we'll just study off the 14 what he's doing. He's really catfishing that thing around so hard, and then right as he comes off, he just lays into the throttle, and that's what's helping him. But again, once that bottom goes down, will he be able to hold on to it? That's the big thing. Coming into our chat tonight, I didn't forget about you guys. Robert Dudley is in the house. Dudleyville is here. And Nathaniel Langling, where is the reindeer race? It's right here, man. Nicholas Hurd saying, I wish I could have joined on this series. Well, there is another series coming up, and that'll be season 5 when that rolls around. Oh! And a big problem there at turn 4. Again, Chantel and McKenzie involved in this one. Big wreck there as the caution comes out. Don't think we really need to show what happened there, but just for you fans at home for another eye of it. Take a look at the PTM instant replay one more time here and find out what that did to the drivers. Looks like the 5 might have drove it in a little too hard and that rear end kind of slid out from her there. Yeah, looks like the rear end slides a little. She tries to save it. Gann gets a little tag though, so is Hofford and Cody Scott and Landon McKenzie actually into that one. So tough break there for both drivers. Looks like the drivers are getting nice and cleaned up though. They will bring it back to the action here in just a minute. So the early troubles and problems evolving as we go along with this one. Derek Pope saying, what a race. Yes, indeed, my friend. That's what Lanier's all about, man. There's a reason why this track keeps coming up on the radars for these drivers. They love this track. They want to keep running it. And honestly, I don't blame them. I would too. Lead them off out of turn 4. Get that yellow flag off. 19 left. Pope on the outside immediately. Cody Scott all of a sudden intervening a little bit. Oh, give a little bit of bump on that right outside wall though. Cody trying to get a jump early on, making a big move off those corners, looking to possibly take it over there from Ellington and Sonaker. 14 though, you can see him just catfishing hard. He's having problems though. He is starting to get a little loose on those corners. Derek Pope sees his opportunity, the 0-0 right in the charge, up to the spot here. There's problems behind him though. Hofford and McKenzie crashed in as well. And that brings out another caution here. We're going to have to take a look at that one. See what went wrong there. Bit of a headache there to say the least for these drivers. I'm not sure what happened. Here's the PTM instant replay. Ellington gets right, tries to avoid trouble, ends up getting it again. Poffer gets in there, and McKenzie crashed in as well. Both drivers taking a big tumble and a spill there, unfortunately. Thankfully, all drivers are okay, and they're ready to get back to fire away. And they were just ready to get the green flag back on out. I didn't even have a chance to get back to the starting grid here. Lead them off here. Pace truck comes off now. We're going to come around on the front straightaway. Charge them around. Green flag flies. We're back underway. Right out of the gate. Slider thrown there by Derek Pope into the 14. Derek, I think, maybe thinking it's time to just get away from him, trying to hold him off. He knows how hard he can catch if he gets a run there. Pope on the outside. Oh, he takes the wall protection for a little ride. Here comes the 14 Crusader charging away. Can Shriver finally get something going here? He is managing this one pretty well, I would say, but that slick right there is where he's got to be careful. Ellington trying to hold on for dear life, maybe stick with these boys. Giving something good here. Landon saying, sorry guys in the chat here. Landon, nothing to be apologized, man. It's just dirt racing. We're all here to have fun and learn while we're at it, but I definitely say you probably shouldn't be texting and driving when you're out on the track, my man, especially in dirt, for crying out loud. Now it's a reversal. Shriver and Pope, one on the outside. On the bottom goes Pope. And it looks like Crusader's going to get a little bit more of a consistent run now on the outside. Pope starting to struggle to keep up with him. He's trying to stay into that nice sticky tacky sit stuff while the 14 continues to just ram her down and hard charge him around. He's got a bit of about a 2/10 gap on him. Ellington and Pottle now back at it here at the 34, right in front of the 5. Chantel trying to make a move on the inside. Running quick, running hard here. We're down to the final 9 laps here. Now 8, I should say. Eric Gann right to the bottom line. The MR Customs looking possibly like it has something left to show. 5 dressed up a little bit. Now again, possibly trying to seize opportunity. He is just wheeling that thing around pretty hard. I'm trying to figure out the power steering might have gone out on it, and he's just working with everything he can there. Hard to say. Derek Pope now right to the bottom. The Crusader charging on the outside. Now looking for a run there. Oh, look out though behind him. Problems for Gann and Chantel. Problems there. Caution is out. Caution is out. You saw the yellow flag just kind of delayed there. I think the flagman was kind of figuring out what they were going to do there, as we're still having technical difficulties, I guess, on our end. When it comes to trying to show the replay popping up here, let's find out what happened. Alright, here is the PTM instant replay now in all of its glory, and hopefully now this time we don't have any more issues with it. Looks like Ellington Bottle just kind of got a little too close, a little bump and run there, and Gann got the worst of it, unfortunately. So now the stage is set with this big restart coming your way here now. Who is going to be able to hold on to this one? It's a green, white, checkered restart. And trust me when I say it, that 14 is going to do everything he can to hold off Pope if it's the last thing he has to do. We're coming to it here. This could be the end of it all. One big run later, green flag flies back on out. One more time around. Pope swinging it in there. A little bit of a run there coming from the 65. Cody Scott might have something for both of them here. He's running it pretty quick, pretty tight there. The 14 running it pretty hard there on the inside middle section. As the white flag now comes out, can Pope hold on? Crusader needs this. This is desperation time. He's got to win if he wants to be anywhere near the title. Pope with a run on the outside. Cody Scott to the inside, making a big run. Tail whips it around. Problems for the 14. Cody Scott spins it, and they crash right behind him as Pope takes the winner. Unreal. Just when you thought you seen it all, Derek Pope claims victory and pretty much all but sure locks up his name in the championship race. He just needs to really show up next time out, and he will become a season champion. But he didn't do it without having to fight off some of the best and toughest drivers in the PTM Dirt Series, to say the least. And a defeated Crusader stays there. I think he's just waiting for someone to come tag him. There you go, Landon. Derek Pope wins it in a stunning race, in a stunning situation there. Holy cow. You gotta wonder what's going through a few of these guys' minds right now. Let's take a look at the feature results here. The Grid Finder feature results are now up. Derek Pope wins it. Second goes to James Ellington. Third goes to Matthew Hoffer. Fourth to the Crusader. Fifth to Dustin Sonaker. Sixth to Chantel Throttle Bottle. Seventh to Eric Gann. And eighth to Cody Scott, with ninth being Landon McKenzie to round out the field. The season is over for a few of them, and maybe a little bit more heartbreaking than the others. But make no bones about it, folks. Everybody gave their heart. Everybody gave their soul to win this one. And that's what racing's all about. But before we go, a word to our boys at McCoy Setup Shop, the ladies of Huddles Wraps, and our good friends over at Grid Finder. Thank you to all great men and women, to helping out, keep this sport alive, keeping the sponsors engaged, and helping out these drivers throughout this series. We can't thank you enough. And to the fans at home, thank you for everything you've done. We're calling it out here on PTM Racing TV. Or should I say, we were. But we're not done here yet. We're not even close to done. We have one more race coming your way. East Coast Racing Circuit is up next. Give us 1/2 hour, and you're going to see it all come down here live as they will head to Homestead Miami Speedway. But again, to all of us here at PTM Racing TV, seriously, thank you again, guys. We love you. We'll see you next time when the green flag flies, which will be in about a 1/2 hour. Thank you again.